I honestly just felt like no one really took me seriously. I really didn't take myself seriously, to be honest, but hello guys, how's it going? What's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Kate. Thank you for clicking on my name. Thanks for being here today. So it's really early. Actually, no, it's not really early. It's like noon, but I just woke up. It's summer, all right? I feel like so much has been going on, but also nothing at the same time. If anyone can relate, it's like I feel like my mind has been working a lot, but physically nothing has really been done. So I'm trying to make a scrapbook. Nowadays we use Instagram as our way of not only keeping up with our friends' lives, but also keeping up with our own lives. When we were younger, or at least for me, like my parents would take a bunch of photos of us and make photo albums, and then it kind of stops after you're like a baby because you grow up, and then we have these cool things that we can take our own photos and our own videos. But when I get older, I want to be able to like look through photos and not really just be scrolling through my Instagram, if that makes sense. So I thought, okay, let me start a scrapbook. I started printing photos, and I couldn't not get over the fact that I literally look different every single month and every single year. And I was like, okay, this calls for a YouTube video. I'm gonna review my old hairstyles. And I was gonna start at high school, but I don't really want to remember those times. So we're gonna start with freshman year of college, and I'm in my last year now. So we're just gonna be basically taking every hairstyle I've had in college, and I'm just gonna review it, talk about it, really just judge myself. So I have all the photos on here, I screenshot them, and let's just get right into it, shall we? All right, so we're starting with freshman year. This photo, I always had long hair in high school. My mom didn't really like when we cut our hair. So freshman year of college, I decided to like chop it off. I just wanted it short, and I cut myself bangs. My phone just died. That is beautiful. Be right back. I was moving. I came from Southern California to NorCal to go to school in San Francisco. So, you know, a lot in my life was changing. When I'm going through something, I tend to just like change my hair. I think that's like a thing. I think a lot of people can relate to that, but I liked it. It was cool, and I felt like my most self. I feel like I was meant to have short hair. It did a lot for me and did a lot for my confidence, and I didn't really have my hair as like a security blanket anymore. I'm just waiting for my phone to turn off. I'm like really not prepared for this video at all. If you can tell, I like just woke up. Haven't even had coffee yet, but it's just like too hot for coffee right now, so. Oh yes, my phone's back on. Okay. I cut my bangs a lot. So for a while, just kept getting shorter and shorter. Okay, like look at this photo. Very short. I think my hair, I was cutting it shorter too. So it was kind of like a mix of both. I'm like very uncomfortable. I need like, okay, there we go. This was like one of my favorite hairstyles that I've had. Ah, beautiful. So at this point it was kind of growing out a little bit. So it had that like little flip. That looks like so good. So I think at this point I was kind of like getting over the bangs, if I can remember. And that was completely all natural undyed. So that's my natural hair color. Okay, so I think I just came home, just back to Southern California for summer. So it's hot. I was breaking out a lot. Not really so much when I was back at school because it was cold. So couldn't really break out that much, but I look different when I'm here and when I'm in San Francisco. I think I'm naturally just tanner over here. I don't get my eyebrows done over there or my nails done, or I don't really take care of myself when I'm at school. No, but seriously. One, it's just like too expensive. Two, I didn't have a car, so like getting places was like always a struggle. Over here, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get my eyebrows done. It's cheap. I have a car right down the street, let me go. But over there, like, I'd be like, fuck, like, am I really gonna do this mission for my eyebrows? Nah, I'm good. So usually when I come home, I look more put together, even though right now it's just the complete opposite. My hair is still somewhat short, but like I do have my eyebrows done, no bangs, tan, I'm feeling myself. It's starting to grow out, so it's like looking cute. I can do like cute little buns with it. Ah, beautiful. So I think at this point I'm like back in school. My hair was like so I want to know what I was using in it at this time. I want to say it was something really good because my hair's like naturally wavy in this, and it actually looks pretty nice. So, oh, I'm forgetting to rate these looks. Fuck. I would rate this hairstyle that it's at right now, I would probably have to go like a 9 out of 10. And at this point I didn't have bangs. Still don't know how I feel about myself with bangs. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I don't. So at this point it's getting long. I wasn't able to do more with it, like these braids. I would rate the braids look. I don't know like what's going on with my face, but I would rate like the braids. I like the braids, so a 7 out of 10. At this point it is like shoulder length, not really pixie anymore. It's grown out, my bangs are grown out. 10 out of 10. It just was so silky, smooth, soft, healthy, and natural. 10 out of 10. Another 10 out of 10 and a cute wave to it. Oh yeah, so here's a video. I love my hair like this because I think at this point I was kind of getting bored with it, so I was just cutting it, like making layers, and my bangs were grown out, my hair was growing out. It was getting its waves back. It was getting a little bit long, so I'll do like a 7 out of 10 because I prefer it like a little bit shorter, but definitely loved it. I'm back in San Francisco at this time. If you can't tell, I'm very pale, but my hair looks good. I remember this clearly. This is what I would say was sophomore year. My hair's wet, so I can't really say much about it, but I was starting to do the side part now. Some people say like your face shape is made to have like a middle or side part. And I do believe like a lot of people look better with the middle part and like some look better with the side part. For myself, I still don't know because I'll go through stages where I'm like, oh, for sure the side part is like fits me. And then sometimes I'm like, why? Like I definitely need to do the middle part. I don't know. Does it have anything to do with like the symmetry of your face? Because my face is so unsymmetrical. It might have something to do with that. I don't know. Okay. Here's where the fun roller coaster starts. So my roommate dyed my hair pink. We clearly could not achieve the light bubblegum pink that I wanted in a day. So this is like my first time looking at myself with colored hair, and I was just like loving it. So my hair was an orange salmon color because when you're trying to go from dark almost black hair and bleaching it to a lighter color, the reason why people do it in sessions is because it's really hard to get from a color, you know, that's so dark to a color that's lighter. Unless you want to completely like fry your hair off, you're gonna go through a phase of it being just a weird like orange color. Given the benefit of the doubt that my roommate did it, this is what we got to. I loved it. Like I never had hair that was like this different, so I really didn't care what color it was. I loved it regardless. So this is probably I washed it like twice. The orange was really coming through. It was very splotchy. I don't know. I just I think it was like ready for its like next bleaching session, but we just kind of like lagged with it. This was, I think, like I just got home. You could tell like I'm back in SoCal, and I remember right before my flight home I asked my roommate, like, it's weird because when you're living with someone who's like doing your hair, you don't want to like bug them, but also at the same time you're like, I need it to get done. Also, I didn't know how much maintenance pink hair came with, so I didn't think I was gonna have to ask her like every 2 months. I remember I had a flight to SoCal, so I asked her, I don't really care if you re-bleach it, but so do you think you can just throw like a darker pinker on top? And this is what it looked like. I had like a little bit of a black root, which I liked, and my hair was healthy, so 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It just like looked really good in the braid, so I wanted to include this hairstyle, like 9 out of 10. I would rock this anytime. It looks like so sick. Okay, so I'm back in San Francisco. The darker pink's washing out. It's coming back to that salmon color, the salmon color we had before, because we never took it out. We just are covering it with hotter pink. So no matter what, it's just gonna end up fading back to the orange. So 6 out of 10. I was in San Francisco for like my 20th birthday alone. It was just me and my dog. So I decided I was just gonna make a hair appointment. She didn't want to bleach my hair again. She said it wasn't healthy enough, so the best she could do was throw a darker pink on top. So I said yes, and I paid a shit ton of money just for her to do something that I honestly probably could have done myself. It looked really good, and I was leaving to Amsterdam, so I was like, whatever hides the orange, let's do it. She did a good job, so 8 out of 10. Because she never bleached it again, if you can see right here, it was starting to fade around my face. I really like the pink though. The pink was looking cute, so You know, the hot pink was cool, but like I never in my life wanted hot pink hair. So I'm back from my trip. I remember this clearly. I moved into my new home. It was washing out, it was fading, but it like looked good because I always just wanted light pink. So I was kind of, if you could tell, like happy that it was pink, but my roots were coming in, so I knew I had to get it done soon, but I didn't. I was probably flying back home in this, my roots all the way grown out. At this point, I was just wearing a lot of hoodies, hats, headbands. Okay. So Dexter's just being really cute right now. So I dyed it purple. This is what it looked like. It was only purple for like a week because then after my roommate was like ready to dye my hair, so we did it another session. And this is what it looked like. So it was like orange again. I don't know why. Also, there's a filter on this, but like I hated the highlighter colors, but I understood like it was hard to get my hair, especially if you're not going to like a professional. It's hard to get it to that like pastel pink. This is like more realistically what it looked like, but now my bottoms of the hair were like that cute pink I wanted because we did my root. Only had one bleach session, whereas like the rest of my hair went through 2. So it was again like orange to pink, which here we go, like you could tell right here. So now it's like washed out and there's an orange. So there's a black root now and then it goes orange and then it goes to like lighter. Again, there's a filter, but right here was like a very nice pink, but the top was still orange. If you're not gonna go see a professional every like month, it's hard to maintain. It's like at this point just like salmon color. I wouldn't even say pink, but I don't even think I cared about that because I was just so happy that it was like not brown. 4 out of 10. I should have just went back to brown right here. Like at least I still had hair. Like it's just so dead. I just got pink overtone and put it over my whole head, but it turned like the roots more orange. Now the roots are very grown out. We could tell it's very dead. So I think right now I'm like on the verge of cutting it. I don't know if I realized yet how bad it was fried. I'm like cringing looking at these photos because I don't know why I just didn't go back to brown and save myself all that money. Oh my God. This is like painful to watch. So I got my hair done. I think she wanted my grow out process to not be horrendous. So she made it very, very, very dark. It was almost red. As much as I tried to like act like I liked it, I hated it. And then this is it growing out, like very light pink in some spots, very dark. Why?